Hey Danye, how you doing?
Great, how are you today?
Good.
Welcome to my home.
Beautiful place you got here.
The maid is on her break, do not mind her.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about this place?
Well, this is a second home I ever bought. My favorite thing here is probably the polar bear rug. Prior to polar bears being in any sort of endangered status, I hate endangered animals. Endangered animals make me sad because I make only things with animal skins, but I don't use endangered animals because that's bad.
Well, let's just get down to it.
Let's do it.
So is Danye Vest your legal name?
Danye Vest is my legal name. My parents were from the Vest clan of southern Mississippi. And, yeah, Danye is my name, man.
Which one of your parents named you?
According to my parents, they saw it scratched into the side of a piece of driftwood going down the creek by their home, and that's when they chose to name me Danye.
Who was your role model growing up?
Steve Buscemi, one of the most fashionable icons in all of Hollywood.
And who's your role model now?
Myself. There's a mural on the wall, actually. Let me show it to you. This is a mural of Danye Vest. It's here all the time. It even changes with the outfits that I change.
And why are you your role model now?
I'm the most fashionable person alive.
What was the first thing you thought about this morning?
I wake up every morning, the first thing I think about is urination. But I wake up and I piss excellence.
What was the last thing you did last night?
Kissed my puppy goodnight.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Approximately 62 minutes and 37 seconds.
Which hand do you wipe with in the morning?
I wipe with the left hand, and I would like to note one thing about my hands right now. Thumbless mittens coming out this winter. Danye Vest. These ones shit on them. Just wanted to show those off for you guys. A little sneak peek. Never seen before.
Do you change hands at night?
Do I change hands at night? What do you mean?
To wipe.
No.
Why not?
Why would I change hands at night to wipe my ass?
When did you realize you were a fashion icon?
I was 8 years old. I wore a pair of green corduroys with white and black saddle shoes and a bright hunter orange polo. And from that moment, I knew I was a fashion icon.
What material are your sheets made out of?
My sheets are made out of 110% lambscott.
How many times a day do you look in the mirror?
I don't think there could be a number.
When did you fall in love with yoga?
How did you know about yoga? Who told you about yoga to where you would ask me that question?
Well, you have the mats right here. Will you do some yoga for us?
I would love to. I fell in love with yoga at the age of 29. I'm 37, by the way. At the age of 29. In Taos, New Mexico.
How often do you do yoga?
Twice a day.
How do you look at the time?
There's a sundial in my yard where I use my cell phone, but I prefer the sundial.
Do you have a green thumb?
My thumbs are pink. I'm a Caucasian person. However, I have excellent plants.
Can you show us some of your plants out there?
Yeah, I'd love to. This large. This is my Ukrainian cacti.
It looks a little dead.
It's Ukrainian, so just like Eastern Europeans, it always looks a little bit dead, but inside it is alive. This is a Johannian firebush. It is dying. But one thing I like to do is I actually like to help plants pass into the afterlife. So you could call me kind of, I don't know, a plant shaman. Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice bar. What kind of liquor do you drink?
I do not drink. I entertain. These are purely some of the favorites of some of my favorite guests. This one, actually, the anchor on Satan Information News loves peppermint schnapps. And the guy who does the interview saw him butt chug a bottle of Goldschlager once. It was insane. Great men, though. Great men.
What kind do you like to serve the most?
What do I like to serve the most? Whatever drops the underwear.
Do you like to cook?
Of men. Of men. It's only because I like to laugh at men with their penises out. It's not a sexual thing. I am the greatest cook ever. Food is fashion for the inside of your belly.
Well, what do you like to eat?
I like to eat plates of different colors. So, of course, fruit gushers, M&Ms, and Skittles are a regular thing in my diet.
How often does that make you go to the bathroom?
Twice an hour.
How does that feel?
Actually, I need to step away to do that as well. Let me show you my bathroom. Being the most fashionable man alive, I use makeup. I'm masculine enough to admit it. Look how beautiful I am. Your wife wants to suck my southern, racist, church-going man who's mad about me saying that.
What kind of toilet paper do you use?
I don't use toilet paper. I wipe with my hand. If need be, but I have a bidet. I'm Danye Vest. Are you kidding me right now?
How much water do you use when you use the bidet?
Climax every time. It's probably why I go to the restroom so often. I'll be out.
This is a cool room. Can you tell me about this room?
This is the Imagination Studio.
Is this where two guys, one mic records?
Yes. But also, not only do two guys, one mic record here, the famous album Jet Fuel Can't Melt Steel Beans was recorded on this very laptop. Now, I believe the raw files might actually still be in this room somewhere.
What's it like working with the guys?
They're interesting fellows. The best one, though, is that weatherman. He is such a hoot, and God, that one drink.
Oh, what kind of games do you play?
I play only games that aren't cool anymore. So if the kids are currently playing them, I am not.
Isn't this kind of a small place for a fashion icon?
Yes and no. The thing is, I don't have a closet in this house. I'm wearing a lot of clothes. I work primarily with clothes. There's not a closet in this home because I invested in the all-knowing, the one and only warp machine.
I don't believe you.
So we're going to Los Angeles right now. This is my New York apartment, as you know. I know you told everyone. But inside of this closet, if we go inside, I will say, beat me up, Scotty. And we will be in my Los Angeles apartment. I promise. I don't fly from LA to New York. I'm there every other day. I don't have time for that. And I have the only one in the world because I make that kind of money because silly billionaires like to wear my clothes, and I like to give my clothes away for free to poor kids. So, in we go. Beat me up, Scotty. Shibbity slabbity slam. I'm in my apartment in LA. Ba-bam! I told you, dude, it's a warp machine. I have new clothes. This is my prodigy. He's always in here. He magically morphs into my hands. Come, prodigy. I'm teaching him all about high fashion.
How did you obtain a warp machine?
William Shatner had the only one. I did a piece for him. He said, "This piece is worth more than money can describe." And he gave it to me. He had the only one in existence. The one they used on the show was real, but they were just morphing from spots on set.
Do you ever warp other stuff?
Sometimes I do warp things. I actually once did a reel with
Are you religious?
it. No.
Can you tell me a little bit more about this
Hello,
roots?
fashionistas. Hello. Keep working hard on the fashions.
How do you feel about recent celebrities and their professions of faith?
You mean Kim Kardashian's husband's crazy bullshit? He will be calling me for fashion ideas within 6 months, and done with this, I promise you, he's a madman.
Have you cloned yet?
I've definitely cloned myself. It's actually my greatest pleasure.
Who are your 4 favorite designers?
Saatchi, Saatchi, Saatchi. And of course myself.
London or Paris?
Prague. More gay sex.
Most influential musicians?
Tiny Tim. Deadmau 5. Danzig.
Why not Kanye?
Have you listened to the most recent album?
Kim K or Amber Rose?
Kim K. I'd like to see Kanye frown.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Greatest strength?
My brain.
Greatest weakness?
My penis.
What's one cause that's important to you?
I actually have a charity for beta fish fighters that are retired from their time fighting in the beta tanks. These are 3 of my most closest ones.
How has this influenced your work?
Next season, we're actually doing a beta line. You'll see when it comes.
What makes you laugh no matter what?
Starving children.
What does creativity mean to you? What are your favorite lyrics of all time?
Oh no. They are for fashion, not for play. My favorite lyric of all time would be jingle bells, jingle all the way. It inspired one of my first pieces of fashion.
What is something you've always wanted to do but have been too scared to try?
Intercourse with a shark.
Best advice for your 19-year-old self?
Always be fierce.
If you could raid one woman's closet, who would it be?
Meryl Streep.
Your must-have purse item.
Must-have purse item. This baby. I'm teaching him fashion. He's with me at all times.
What did you want to do with your life at the age of 12?
Fashion.
What is something you will be not doing in the next 10 years?
My goal is to never hiccup again.
What is an important life lesson for someone to learn?
You need to go back to the idea tank. To always be fierce once again. Let me put my prodigy back in the idea tank. We can continue this. You are going back to work. Yes, you do work harder than any of those Vietnamese kids in the sweatshop.
What is one goal you are determined to achieve in your lifetime?
Start.
Would you ever live anywhere else besides New York and LA?
If I could duplicate the machine, I would also live in Bosnia.
Who is your favorite painter?
Sanchez and Sons, they did a wonderful job on the home last week. I would recommend them. Do you want their card?
What's your favorite Disney animal?
Bambi.
What is a book you're planning on reading?
Is Bambi not your favorite Disney animal?
Let's just move on. What book are you planning on reading there, Danye?
Mein Kampf.
What book did you read most recently?
The Origin of Species.
And who's your favorite solo artist?
Taylor Swift. She had the greatest video of all time. Get out of my house. We're done. There's too many questions. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
But my car isn't
Thank you for
here.
Not now. Oh, just catch a cab or something. Uber there.
But